Hi, this is Sheila Lindsay, and I'm here with Lindsay Farms Kitchen. And today we're going to make salmon patties, but these are going to be baked in the oven to try to reduce the fat. Okay, salmon patties, they have a lot of ingredients, but they are good for you, and we all need to eat more fish. I certainly need to eat more fish. So we're going to start. Here's what we need. We need 2 cans of salmon, Old Bay seasoning, salt and pepper, parsley, Dijon mustard or any kind of mustard that you have, Worcestershire sauce, onion powder. I have lemon pepper that I like to use, 1 egg, and half a sleeve of saltine crackers, and 1 chopped onion. Okay, here we go. Now when you open the can of salmon, you're going to find out that it has some bones. So you want to remove that. So the best way to do that is just to run your impeccably clean hands, as Julia Child liked to say, my hands are impeccably clean, through the salmon, and when you feel the bones, you can take them out. The bones are these little round things. And some people leave the bones in because they're very soft and it won't hurt you to chew on them, but I don't like to find that in my salmon patties, so I like to take them out. But if you miss a few, you know, I'm not going to kill anybody, hopefully. Okay. And if you can, when you run your fingers through, you might find something like this. Just pull it out. A lot of people eat salmon patties for breakfast. I didn't grow up eating salmon patties. I just learned to like them after my oldest son Patrick got married and his wife liked to make them, and that's how I learned to like them. But you know, if you're on a diet, you need to eat more fish. And this is almost clean. I can run my hands through here and I don't feel any more bones. Don't be afraid of the bones and don't be afraid of this recipe. Okay, now this can says this is Alaskan pink salmon packed in Alaska. And if you can get wild salmon, please do, over farm raised. Okay, now move some of this stuff out of the way. This is what it looks like when you've cleaned it. Then you're going to add 1 egg. Okay? And we can just mix that with our hands. If you're OCD, you probably wouldn't want to use your hands, but it doesn't hurt a thing in the world as long as your hands are washed. Then we're going to add 1 chopped onion. That's a small onion, small Vidalia onion, but you use any kind of onion you've got. Okay. Now, this recipe calls for 2 tablespoons of Dijon mustard. So that's 1, 2. There we go. And it calls for 1 tablespoon of onion powder. Go. And half a cup of Old Bay. So that's going to take every bit of Old Bay that I have. Yep. And a teaspoon of salt. teaspoon black pepper. I'm going to use lemon pepper. Lemon always goes with any kind of seafood. Okay. Lemon pepper. 2 teaspoons of Worcestershire sauce. 1, 2. There you go. You can see how I like to measure. Okay, now we're going to mix all that up together. Okay, now we're going to add parsley. Now I don't have fresh parsley, I'm using dried parsley. So if you had fresh parsley, it would be 1/4 cup, but this is dry parsley. So when you're using dry herbs, you use less than if you were using fresh. Okay, now mix that up. Well, there's one other ingredient I forgot to tell you about, and that's Parmesan cheese. But we're going to add that last along with our saltine crackers. So, I'm going to put a little olive oil in this. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. This is my Parmesan cheese. Now I've already preheated the oven to 350. Okay, now we're going to add 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese. And if you've got fresh, use that, but I don't have that, so I'm using the canned stuff. So that's 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese. And now, 1/2 sleeve of saltine crackers. Just crunch those up really good. I think we got everything in here. I know it sounds like a lot of ingredients, but you've probably got most of this in your cupboard already. The only thing you might have to buy is the salmon. Okie dokie. One more turn and I think we're done. You're going to love the way these taste, and I'll tell you what, if you like to batch cook, you can make these up on the weekends, put them in your refrigerator and eat on them a little bit at night, every night you come home from work. Couldn't be better. Okay, now, I'm going to put these on a baking sheet, and these are going to bake at 350 for 25 minutes. So you just make like you're making hamburger patties. Put them on your sheet. Now, salmon patties traditionally have been fried, but you don't have to fry them anymore. If you've got an air fryer, you could put them in an air fryer, but we're going to bake these. This is a pretty nice meal with some biscuits or cornbread. to thank Patrick for being my cameraman today. Patrick is my oldest son. And y'all don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. This recipe says by all means use the Old Bay seasoning. Don't try to leave that out. That's a very important ingredient in this recipe is Old Bay seasoning, which is good in any kind of seafood, but especially these salmon patties. So, how's the weather at your house? It's getting cold here, finally. But it's taken the leaves a long time to change colors. I don't know what that's all about. Don't even say it. Global warming. Ugh. Okay. All right, there we go. Now here's what we're going to do. Take a little bit of olive oil. Let's put a little olive oil on top of each one of them. Pretend like they're fried. And that's all there is to it. We're going to put these in the oven at 350 for 25 minutes, and I'll be right back.